This edition of MacVoices is sponsored by lynda.com, the unparalleled online video training library. For a free 10-day unlimited trial, visit lynda.com/MacVoices. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices at NAB in Las Vegas. I stopped by the iOgrapher booth to see Dave, and he's got new toys again. Dave, it's good to see you.
It's so good to see you again. Last we spoke, I was just kind of doing my first product, I think, and since then we've got about 14 different products. We just signed a deal with Best Buy to go into 1,000 stores in June, and I retired from teaching, so life's pretty good.
I gather the retirement was not exactly planned. It just sort of happened?
It was not planned. It was told to me by Best Buy, hey, you want to make some money or you want to work as a teacher? So I go, I'll come back to teaching later now.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly.
It was all good.
So first of all, let's for the folks that didn't see the first interview or first couple, what is the iOgrapher?
So as a media teacher in high school, I found a hole where my students were filming with iPhones and iPads. It was always bad audio, it was shaky footage, lighting was horrible, and I knew I just had to find a better way, so I invented a case system for the iPad mini. Was our first product, still our biggest seller, and that had handles on it, that you could put it on a tripod, that you could add lighting and microphones and professional level stuff, and it's been going like gangbusters, and I've been pretty blessed by it all. So at the NAB show we got new products though, and let me show you about them.
Go for it. I was looking at some of them before we had a chance to talk.
Well, this is the long-awaited iOgrapher for iPhone 6 Plus. And let me turn this around. So actually, if you look close, that's an anamorphic lens. It's a prototype that Moondog Labs, who was a big Kickstarter as well, just came and dropped it off today, and it's amazing. Let me see if I can flip it around here. So I don't know if you can see the footage in there, probably, yeah. But it just gives you such an amazing image, and we're excited to start selling these in the middle of summer. Of course, we sell our other lenses now, but the iPhone 6 case is going to be out in about 3 weeks, and we're taking pre-orders on the site now at iOgrapher.com. And it's got a quarter 20 here, quarter 20 there, so if you want to do like Meerkat or Periscope to do live streams, you've got the opportunity to do that. So
very cool, very cool. And the weight of these things too is
really light,
you know,
right?
it's so light, and it's surprising how much it stabilizes things. You know, just with even just one hand. You put two on it and you're really steady.
Exactly. That was the whole plan, because I hate shaky footage.
and taking the shake out of footage in post is a
monster.
long time.
Yes. And so it's not, and then the kids have no patience, so I'm like, shoot it right the first time, and we'll go from there. So then I decided, you know what, I'm going to venture out into some other things, and I love my GoPro camera. It shoots great video, but it's tiny. I'm a big guy, and I'm not going to carry around a little selfie pole everywhere I go. So I invented this. It's called the iOgrapher Go. And what it is an action camera mount. So it's got a shoe mount right here where you put your GoPro, but if you want to use the Sony action camera, you can. If you want to use the Contour camera, which is another small camera, you can. I particularly love the GoPro. I've got it hooked up to a high-definition monitor by Marshall, which is a professional level monitor. I've got it hooked up to the audio port to a shotgun mic, and now I've got two handles to add stability to it all. And now you got a 4K rig to go make real videos if you want, you know. So this is a big thing. There's a prototype. We're going to start making it probably about 3 weeks, and hopefully have it before midsummer.
Great. It's as you can tell, I'm a GoPro fan, so this.
We'll have one with your name on it. Don't you worry.
Thank you. We'll work out the licensing later.
There you go.
I've got to ask on both products, do we have a pricing point yet, or is it a little early for that?
No, the iPhone's at $59.95, and then we're thinking $69 on this. So trying to keep it as inexpensive as possible, so you know, users out there can go make some cool stuff, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah, this is very, very cool, and there's so much flexibility here. That's the best part.
You can build it as low level, low entry point, I should say, like this mic we have here connected to it. And then if you wanted to, you can set up a Sennheiser wireless mic that's around $800 and connect it to something like this. So lots of options that you can use.
Now I noticed that the mic is iOgrapher branded, so have you expanded out into accessories like that?
We have, so we're making our own lenses now, wide angle and telephoto lenses, and then MXL, we think we're going to start selling their microphones or shotguns, and we're going to brand it all ourselves, and we just, all the products that I use, I've tried and tested myself, so that's, I believe in them, so I'll start putting my name on them and, get our brand out there even more.
Oh, that's great, that's great. I love success stories like this, and you really are one, because I think the first time we met, did you do a Kickstarter? Was that it?
We did I just finished, I don't know, it was in the middle of it, or we just finished it, or whatever, but yeah, that was what started the whole thing, so,
Now you've retired and you're just, the private jet is sitting out on the tarmac.
Not the private jet yet, still Southwest Airlines, but, it's, hopefully one day.
Hey Dave, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Where do we send people to learn out about all the products?
So it's always iOgrapher.com, so think videographer, photographer, iOgrapher.
Good to see you, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Folks, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices. Go check out the iOgrapher. I think you're going to love it. Until the next time, thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for links, show notes, to subscribe, to connect with Chuck on Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and the MacVoices blog. Subscribe to our weekly newsletter, the MacVoices Dispatch, to stay up to date on all the latest MacVoices news from our front page or at macvoices.com/newsletter. Do more with your Apple tech by subscribing to the free MacVoices magazine on Flipboard by visiting macvoices.com/magazine. Advertising and sponsorships handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CashFly at cashfly.com.